What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Big Q.
And your girl Bernie B.
And we're here for week 10, right? It's week 10.
Week 10.
Man, it's so hard to believe that we ain't got but like, what is it? Six regular season games left?
6 more.
Wow, that's crazy, man. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's getting tight. 8 with 6 games left. Everybody's scrambling around for them playoff spots.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's gonna be. Some people have already been mathematically eliminated. I ain't gonna say nothing to no Falcons fans or the Baltimore Ravens. They kind of knocking on the door. I don't know about the Giants. I didn't do the math on that, so I don't know.
Well, my division is sucky.
That's right. So y'all still got a chance. Y'all still got a chance. We got a good show for y'all this week. We're gonna be talking about the situation that's going on with the head coaches this week, Gary Kubiak and Denver Broncos head coach John Fox. We're going to get into this Miami Dolphins, Jonathan Morton, Richie Incognito situation. But first, we got to go down the list and see what went down last week.
Okay, so last week you were 7-6. I was 6-7.
My picks were awful last week.
Mine were too.
Yeah.
But they were bad here, but they were good on my pickup. Well, they were decent on the pickup.
I was bad everywhere because of the fact that we had three overtime games, and then we was in jeopardy of going into overtime last night. Mm-hmm. So I mean, like it was a weird week, man. It was weird. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is how I broke down that Thursday night game: Dolphins over Bengals, New York Panthers over the Falcons,
That's right.
Cowboys over Vikings, Jets over the Saints,
Yes.
Titans over the Rams,
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs over the Bills, Redskins over the Chargers, Eagles over the Raiders,
Yes.
Seahawks over the Bucks, Browns over the Ravens, Patriots over the Steelers, Colts over the Texans, and the Bears in the upset beat the Packers.
Yes, and there was no Jay Cutler. It was Josh McCown. Mm-hmm. True indeed. Aaron Rodgers left the game. Mm-hmm. So it was crazy. And then let's talk about for a minute, because you were on here last week talking big jump to Miss Philadelphia about her Philadelphia Eagles and how I'm just saying.
I'm gonna talk junk to her about Eagles.
Well, you weren't talking junk with you. No, this was the week before when you.
Yeah,
okay.
You played my junk.
Yeah. So we saw Nick Foles.
Get into the record book.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I don't know if it was just the Raiders playing terribly or is Nick Foles the fit for this Chip Kelly offense? I don't know.
There's no way Nick Foles' name needs to come up in the same thing with Blanda and Payton.
Right, yeah.
That's a disgrace.
It is, but you know what? He did it. It went down.
He did.
His name was in there, like I was telling you watching the game. He in the record book, but I guarantee you, in 2 years, won't nobody even know who this guy is.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
What? Nick Foles?
What else was it? The Chiefs rolled. The Chiefs. Now I was nervous for the Chiefs. I was nervous.
Yeah, I thought I picked the Bills.
Right.
It was my week to have them get upset.
Yeah.
You almost saw it come through.
I'm telling you, it's a good thing they're going to a bye this week. Because I'm telling you, boy, that one was close.
Yeah,
that one was close. I'm trying to think of what else went there. And I mean, it ain't no surprise to me and other Carolina Panthers fans, but this NFC South division is tightening up. I think it's fantastic. As a Panthers fan, I think it's awesome. Carolina Panthers over the Atlanta Falcons last week, and then we saw the Saints get beat by the Jets. Mm-hmm. They got beat by the Jets, man. Like honestly, I picked the Jets here and on the Pick'em League when I was sitting there rooting for Geno Smith to get it done. They got it done. Mm-hmm. So it looked like and Tampa. I forgot about Tampa. I forgot about Tampa.
I mean, they came out the gate against the Seahawks at home.
Yeah.
It was looking like Shiano was about to keep his job.
I was trying to tell you.
Then all of a sudden it went south.
Because everybody thought that this was going to be a slaughter, right? Was it 21-0 or was it 14-0? I think it had 21 point lead, right? Mm-hmm. And it got erased just like that. I think, honestly, I was hoping that Tampa was able to get it done. I wanted to see them do it. First of all, I wanted to see Seattle get beat at home, right? And it would have been really nice for them to get beat at home by a team that ain't even won a single game yet. To get a game like that on the road in the most hostile stadium in the NFL.
This is true.
It would have been pretty. It was a good game. Like, I enjoyed the games this week. The finishes to all of them were good except for the game last night. You know,
I fell asleep on that.
Yeah, you know, it was all right. But you know, the week started off with the Bengals and that crazy
overtime game.
Yeah, winning by safety. You know what I'm saying?
Ridiculous.
It started there, and then it just went on. And I think we had three overtime games. It was crazy. And in one of those games, and we're gonna roll right into our first topic. And one of the games is the Houston Texans versus who are they playing? Indianapolis Colts. What is that? Yeah. At the beginning of halftime, the coach Gary Kubiak, he collapsed on the sideline. They had to rush him to the hospital. And then I think near the end of the halftime show, they said that it wasn't a heart attack or nothing. I think we found out today it was like a minor stroke or something, right?
Oh, was that it?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Right.
And then the next day, or was it the same night? Denver Broncos head coach John Fox, told his team that he was going to be going to have a heart valve procedure done and whatnot.
He was actually playing golf here in Charlotte, and I guess something happened, and they said if he started suffering symptoms from it, because he was going to wait till after the season to go take care of it, which you should always take care of your health.
Oh, absolutely.
It has to be the first priority.
Yes. Now, with those situations happening that way, I was watching NFL Network this morning, and they had posed a question that was talking to Jim Foster, he used to be the coach of the Giants, and he used to be the coach of the Detroit Lions. They had him on the show, and I was asking him about the stress of the season, especially at this point of the season, how stressful it could be. He was saying that it's very stressful. Can you imagine, though?
No.
It's crazy. These dudes are up at the crack of dawn, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Usually they're not getting home till 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. It's crazy. And for Kubiak, I'm thinking that just had to be stress. I mean, he got the quarterback situation he's dealing with. His all-star Pro Bowl running back has got health issues and whatnot. It's crazy.
Cushion is out again.
Right. So he's dealing with some stuff. You know what I mean? Now he named.
And you don't even know what's going on in his personal life. Right. That's just at work.
Absolutely. And so Wade Phillips took over the second half of the game, and everybody was saying, maybe the team would rally because their coach went out and whatnot. And they went in overtime, didn't they? They went in overtime with the coach, right? That was the second overtime game, I think, right? I don't know. But when they're losing effort and whatnot. Now, John Fox had named Jack Del Rio as interim head coach, because he's going to be out for the whole entire month of November.
December.
Yeah, so, this is where this situation gets dicey. All right, we saw what happened in New Orleans last year when Sean Payton wasn't around, right? Denver Broncos been playing really good football, and they're a really good football team. These next 4 weeks, though, can make or break this season.
Well, I think it's more of the Bruce Arians situation that the Colts had.
Right.
That is going to be seamless. I mean, Payton is pretty much calling the offense anyway.
Right.
So that side of the ball is not going to change.
Right.
Oh, excuse me.
So I don't know. I'm worried about the Broncos, man.
Are you?
Yeah, I am. Okay. I'm worried about them a little bit.
They'll be fine.
You think they're going to be okay?
They'll be fine.
Okay, good. That's cool. So we move from that to a story that I know you've been waiting to get your hands on.
The scandal of the week. This is the story of the football season.
Yes, it is. Now,
this Jonathan Martin, Richie Incognito mess.
Now, one of the friends of the program is all over Google Plus right now as we speak, saying stuff like putting pictures of Jonathan Martin up, talking about wimp, wuss, and some expletives, but I'm not gonna say on the show. And a lot of people seem to be thinking the same way, saying that this dude is just soft. I know me and you was joking around talking about you dude might have been gay. And then other half of people are saying, this is just outrageous. The grown men bullying each other around, and then you got the NFL guys who are saying that this is just typical stuff of what goes on in the NFL locker room from veterans to rookies. Now, I want to know what you got to say about it.
Well, first let's clarify some stuff up. Saying that he was gay, that's what I thought it was, because they said that it was not. He said it was the culture of the locker room.
Right.
And I thought, okay, this is one thing we haven't really addressed yet in the NFL is the gay player and how the locker room would deal with it.
Absolutely. We speculated on it.
Right. That was our guess of what was going on. Then you started hearing bits and pieces of what was being said.
Right.
And it sounded like he didn't want to pay this $15,000 for this dinner.
Right.
But he gave it anyway. Then we see that this fool leaves a voicemail on this man's phone about slapping his real mother in the face. About, I will kill you. He said, you're still a rookie. I want to bleep in your mouth. What kind of crap is this? Who does this?
See, you know. And
then what sparked him leaving the team was an incident in the lunchroom that we don't fully know about yet. So now it's not one person. Now it's this dude's offensive line, which he is the captain of the offensive line. Something is wrong here.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just typical rookie hazing or rookie pranks and shenanigans.
Well,
this goes to another level when you're leaving voice messages.
It's more stuff going on that the Dolphins ain't just put out to the media yet, because if you think about it, as soon as the story broke, the first thing that the Dolphins did was suspend the guy indefinitely, right? That was the first action.
Right. What you knew was going to be. Right. Well, this is what happened though. They contacted Jonathan Martin's father and wanted to do some joint release statement saying how they were both working on it. And Jonathan Martin's mother and father are both Harvard graduates. Right. And they were like, no. We know the okie doke when we hear it.
Absolutely. You know what? I
just want to know who knew about what was going on.
Oh, absolutely.
How far did they know that this? Did he report any of this beforehand to coaches, to owners? What was going on here?
Oh yeah, and then you know, another name that keep on getting thrown in the mix of stuff. Marquise Pouncey, the center. You know, he's part of that group, and you know they had his name thrown in the mix. He's still dealing with stuff that he's dealing with. I don't know what his involvement on this is, but
you call my phone and call me a half N-word.
Yeah.
We're gonna have problems.
Oh yeah. You know, I mean,
we're gonna have problems.
So let's look at this, because the people who saying that this dude is just a punk and he just couldn't handle the NFL style locker room now was like, if you're in that locker room, do you have to deal with that nonsense?
I mean, you have to deal with that nonsense, but first of all, just because he doesn't choose to feed into that shenanigans doesn't make him a punk. If you remember, I think it was Des Bryant who refused to do some of the rookie.
Oh yeah, like they wanted to carry the shoulder pads and stuff like that.
He wouldn't do it. Then at the end of the season, he took the whole team out to dinner with some ridiculous price tag for lunch or for dinner, for whatever it was.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he stood his ground.
Yes, he did.
But he still didn't do what they wanted him to do. Right. But he realized he had to do something because he was in that locker room.
That's right, and that's tradition, right?
Right, tradition.
So the people who are run all of Google Plus talking about the dude is punk, you saying there's some validity to that?
No, I don't think he's punk at all.
You know, I'm just saying.
I mean, you have to know someone's personality. Me, no. Right. I'm not having none of that.
Absolutely
I'm keeping my $15,000 and I'm telling you where to go on top of it.
That's right.
But this dude in a person wasn't like that. He just wasn't that dude. But that don't make him a punk. That just makes him passive.
But what would happen if he said no? Like, what they gonna do, physically harm him or something?
I mean, you leave me a voicemail and say you're gonna slap my real mother. Dude, try it. Because if you know my real mother, you better watch out.
You know what I mean?
You may get slapped.
No, that's right. I don't know. I just think that the roof ain't really been blown off the story yet.
Oh, this is just tidbit.
Oh, I got a feeling this one's gonna be something else.
I can assure you this.
Yeah. Richie
Incognito has played his last game in the NFL.
Oh yeah, well he's Miami Dolphins. But then somebody was saying that you know other team would probably would not want him in their locker room.
No. Or some people be like, yeah, bring him on because he won't do that here.
Right.
He won't do that here.
I mean, because in either one of the Harbaugh locker rooms, or Coughlin locker room, or Tomlin locker room,
please.
You know, I mean, I don't know. You know, so I just don't know. And then you know what?
And then this dude wasn't a rookie.
Right.
This is his second year. This is Jonathan Martin.
Now,
so you still harassing me year two?
Right. Ray Lewis made a point. Though it was Ray Lewis. He was saying that, you know, first of all, ain't no leadership in the locker room, because he's like, you know, that in his locker room that just wasn't tolerated.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you know if somebody was acting up like that they had to come and see Ray.
Right.
You know, the same thing. I think Warren Sapp was saying the same thing. That you know stuff like that, they just kind of, it was people in the locker room who curbed that. We'll make sure that it didn't get out of hand, that it didn't get crazy like that.
Because some of it is tradition. Yes. Some of it is done because it was done to them, and then they do it to the new guys, and then it's done.
Right.
But it's smaller stuff.
Right.
It's not calling people out of their name. It's not threatening anybody's family.
Right.
You're doing too much now.
I think Incognito kind of took it a little bit too far. But then again, like I said, we don't know the whole entire story. We don't. But the last thing I want to talk about before we got out of here, we touched on it a little bit last week. Brandon Merriweather. Now, I was just kind of listening to some stuff on NFL Network.
He's not too smart.
He's not. Now, Ray Lewis was saying some stuff that I thought, like Ray Lewis was actually, I ain't gonna say full out defending the guy, but he was saying that, he understood where Merriweather was coming from.
Right, it was just frustration talking. I mean, he's not really gonna now into people's careers and all that. Right. It was frustration.
Yes.
The bad thing about it, though, is that if he is in another incident where someone gets hurt or is out for the season, they're gonna take those
absolutely.
And use it against
absolutely. But you know what, though? This puts all the rest of the defensive players in a bind, though. Right? Because Ray Lewis said it best. He was saying that, where you want to hit the guy. I mean, like their whole job, what they get paid to do, what they use to pay their bills and how they feed their family, is hitting people.
Right.
And now you can't, hit nobody in these certain weird areas. And he was saying, from the waist up, you padded. Mm-hmm. And, from the waist down, you're not. So you should be able to hit people in the chest. You should be able to hit them, in the shoulders and in the thigh. Right. You know what I mean? Who was that? Who was the quarterback? It was that Drew Brees? I don't know who that was. Took a
hit in the thigh and they said it was rough in the pass.
Come on, man. Yeah. That's ridiculous. Mm-hmm.
So you understand Merriweather's frustration because it's like, well, when I do a legal hit, I still get flagged for it. Yeah. So what am I to do here?
Yeah. I mean,
you gotta go low.
Yeah, you gotta go. I mean, I don't know. I just hope the NFL. And I kind of see this coming. I know that during the offseason this is going to be a really, really big deal. We're going to be talking about this all summer. It's going to be some weird rule get implemented where they're going to do something about the lower body.
You're going to be flagged now? What are we going to do? Oh, I took your jersey. You're out.
It's coming. Believe me when I tell you. It's coming, right?
And I will sufficiently stop watching football.
Oh, yeah. Because, really.
It's got to be ridiculous.
I mean, why would you want to watch a televised flag football game? That's crazy.
I see that in the backyard with the kids.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Wow. That was pretty explosive conversation right there. That's pretty good. Now, before we go into the social media break and do our picks, I wanna say something. Okay? Look, we talk about the Panthers and we joke about the Panthers and we have fun with the Panthers, right? Mm-hmm. Now, the people out there watching that, three of you guys, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a Panthers fan, you understand where I'm coming from. Every week, it's a team put in front of us who everybody claimed that there's not a chance in the world that the Panthers can beat. Now, everyone's overrated to talk about, Cam Newton and Steve Smith is old and Brandon LaFleur don't know what he's doing. He's clueless on the football field. And Ted Ginn Jr. being a one-trick pony. All this stuff, right? And Jonathan Stewart being injury prone, D'Angelo Williams a fumble machine.
Okay.
All this stuff, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to say this, right, before we can get into our picks. If the 49ers go down this week, which I got, for whatever reason, I just got a good feeling they win. But if they do, I'm telling you, it's going to be hard to get me to shut up for the rest of the season. I'm just saying it right now so nobody will be surprised going forward. It's going to get real. You know what I mean? That's what it's going to be. All right? So, let's see here. We're going to go into the social media. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, it's like, keep drawing my eyes out. What up, football fans? You want to stay up on the latest of TeamBoydTV happenings? Like us on our Facebook page at TeamBoydTV on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter at TeamBoydTV and at VernieB73. You can also check out our YouTube page at TeamBoydTV Turbo, where there's live events, videos, among other things. You can also keep up with the latest happenings, live chats, question and answer sessions on Google Plus at TeamBoydTV. Thank you once again for watching TeamBoydTV. And we're back in this thing, okay? So, who won about this week? We got Kansas City, we got New England. Mm-hmm. So we got Kansas City, so nobody got to worry about whether or not they're going to pick, Kansas City this week. They know if that they're going to stay undefeated or not. They definitely going to stay undefeated. Patriots on by the Jets and the Browns, right? Mm-hmm. So, that's cool. That's what we at.
Okay.
So, let's do it. Oh, hold on. I need to, I forgot. I'm waiting on you, and I'm like, wait a minute. Here we go. There it is. All right, what's the first game? The first game was a Thursday night game, right? Mm-hmm. Redskins versus the Vikings. How you feeling about this?
The Vikings did a really good showing against Dallas.
They did.
They put up a really good show.
They did. The Redskins was looking good,
But I have a feeling the Redskins are going to win this.
I do too. I think this one right here is going to be one of the games that, if they lose, then, they're going to pretty much, they might as well, their season will pretty much be over. This is a game they should win. I ain't going to say it's going to be an easy one, but it's one they should definitely win. Mm-hmm. All right, and so we move on to Mr. 7 touchdowns, Nick Foles.
Well, you know what? Actually, I'm picking the Eagles in this game.
Because Aaron Rodgers ain't going to be playing, right? Mm-hmm. I forget, who was the guy's backup?
Seneca Wallace,
that's right. I heard some rumor this morning that was tossing stuff around, talking about bringing Matt Flynn back home.
Well, he got released.
But wouldn't it be a trip just to do that went all around the NFL?
They come right
back to Green Bay to beat everybody's back up again. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I think the Eagles got a good chance to win this game. Their defense actually looked okay last week, but Nick Foles in that offense, well, I don't know, man. If they can continue to play the way they play, I think they'll win this game. I'm going with them.
Okay.
All right. The pen is being weird on me, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So we got our first division matchup of the week, if you want to call it that. Right. Look, the Jaguars still won a game yet, right? And I know they're going to win at least 1 or 2 this season. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's when everybody starts resting their starters or whatever, but I don't think nobody in the league is in position right now to do that. I don't think this is the week they get it done either. They're playing in Nashville. I'm going to give this one to the Titans.
I am as well.
All right. Moving on. We got the Buffalo Bills versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both these teams have woken up. Mm-hmm. The Bills have been kind of hit or miss. They only pulled out 3 wins, but
they was leading against Kansas City for a minute there. Yeah. But I'm going Steelers here. They're at home.
Yeah.
Tomlin just went off on his team that lost to the Patriots, and I think they're going to respond to him, and I see a win.
I think so too, especially the fact that they can't make up their mind what they want to do at quarterback in Buffalo. I mean, the options are very, very, very limited. Mm-hmm. No, they're not. Because I forgot the other day, EJ Manuel was actually clear to play. Mm-hmm. But they didn't name him as a starter, but he's
they're going to put him in.
Right. You know what, EJ back in the... he's just coming back. I'm going to go with the Steelers too, because they've been playing pretty good for the last couple weeks. So they've been doing all right, even though they ain't won 2 games. So we move on to the Raiders versus the Giants. Now, the Raiders just got the dog walked on them by the Eagles. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They got destroyed. No, they go to MetLife.
Oh, I got the Giants.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. God, I don't like. I was actually surprised at what happened to the Raiders last week. I kind of see them kind of bouncing back in this one. This is gonna be a good game. The Giants at home though. I'm gonna go with New York on this one just because they're at home. I'm just giving that's the edge right there.
Okay.
That's the edge. And Terrell Price is a little bit mistake prone too. So. All right. So we move on.
Rams at Colts.
This one the Colts been playing sloppy. They've been playing really, really sloppy. And they got straighten this up. They're trying to be playoff contenders and whatnot. They at home. I don't see them losing to the Rams here.
I don't either.
Maybe they'll use this game to tighten their offense and then up a little bit. I'm going with the Colts. All right. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Seahawks.
Man, the Falcons just can't catch a break.
They can't.
This will be the 3rd loss in a row if they lose this game, right? Mm-hmm. They in the dome. Now I'm trying to remember. This is a playoff rematch from last year. Mm-hmm. Yeah. In the same place. Wow. So
the difference a year, maybe.
But the Falcons got, I know, right? Because the Falcons had only lost 2 games when they faced them last time, right?
Mm-hmm. They lost to them.
Yeah, I wonder if the Falcons will use that playoff loss as fuel to kind of get their team together. I mean, Harry Douglas.
No, Seattle lost.
Yeah, Seattle did lose, didn't they? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why they got bounced out by the Falcons, and the Falcons got beat the next go around, right? By the 49ers. Wow. Return to the scene of the crime. I like the Seahawks. I think they're a better team.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm going Seahawks just because I don't like the Seahawks, but yeah, I'm going with the Seahawks. All right. Wow. Now this is the game. This is the game. This is going to probably. I don't know if it's probably going to be the game of the week, but it's going to be a good game. Andy Dalton been up and down. He had that fantastic game the week before, and he laid an egg. And now he got this divisional matchup game right here against.
I have to go with the Bengals. I mean, I don't see anything coming from the Ravens.
Well, the Ravens.
I don't see them doing anything.
Well, the Ravens are playing with desperation. But the Ravens, I don't know what's going on, but they cannot run the football, and it's crazy to me. I do not understand it. I was watching the game and watching. I don't know if it's offensive line. I don't know if it's Ray Rice. I don't know what the deal is, but they cannot run the football. And that's hurting them. Yeah. It's hurting them really, really bad. And it ain't just Rick Rice. They, even was playing with Pierce, and he still couldn't get off. The Ravens lose this one, they're done. You know what I'm saying? Like they cannot afford to lose this game. They lose this game, they're finished. But I'm going with the Bengals. That's my team. I'm going for them. I'm hoping they win, and that will work. All right.
Ooh.
Okay.
This matchup.
Yeah.
The Bears looked good last night, but again, they were playing against
a hobbled Green Bay team. Well, with Green Bay team, they still had Eddie Lacy. He still ran strong.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
The division matchup, you play so hard.
Yeah. See, I don't see nobody. I don't think Tillman and the boys. I don't see the Bears being able to match up in the secondary with the wide receivers in Detroit. Yeah. And I know they're Chicago playing at home. It's just, I don't know, watching Calvin Johnson drop 329. You know what I'm saying?
I'm on Lions. That's
you know what I mean? I gotta go with the Lions. I gotta do it. Then we go, okay, this is my game. This is my game. Wow. Look, I'm going with the Panthers not because this ain't even a hometown pick right here. I'm just saying Carolina is hot right now, right? And who was giving San Francisco a run for their money the other week? I'm just saying San Francisco. Here's the thing, and that's the key to the game right here. And Carolina is a team that's perfect to do this. If they can keep the San Francisco running backs, Frank Gore and Kendall Hunter, from getting big yards, I think the secondary. I wouldn't be worried about them that much. I think the pressure needs to be put on Kaepernick early and often. If they can do that and they just run the same offense they've been running, it ain't gonna be a high scoring game by no means. I don't think nobody's gonna blow the top off this thing. I'm going with Carolina in the upset of the year. What upset of the year so far? You know what I'm saying? Like this one, I think Carolina get this one.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm going for the San Francisco 49ers. I just think that they're a more complete team than the Panthers are. But I really am going to root for the Panthers. I would like to see them win and make a show and say, we are here, we're serious, and I want them to get that spot in a wild card in the playoffs.
Yes, because you know what the conversation is.
I'm picking 49ers, but I am rooting for the Panthers.
You know what the conversation is. Carolina won 3-4 straight, but they ain't beat nobody, right? We talked about this last week.
People say that with every team.
Yeah. This is the somebody they need to be.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Because they lost that game to Seattle in the first week of the game, but that's the one they should have won. This one, I think they redeemed themselves right here.
I agree.
So that's what I'm going with. The Panthers, you're going for the 49ers.
I am.
All right, we're moving on. Okay, now I think Kubiak was going to come back and coach this week. So like as it is right now on Tuesday. So no way Phillips or whatever. Got to worry about him at the podium at the end of the game being weird. I just got a feeling though that that the Arizona defense is just better. The offense ain't that much better. I mean, we know we're gonna see Carson Palmer. We know we're gonna see
2 picks per game.
Right, and let's just hope one of them is not a pick six. If that's not, well then this team is going to pick six too, so they kind of cancel each other out. I think the edge goes to Arizona because I think they got a better defense. I'm going with Arizona.
I'm going Arizona too, and then that's the same reason why that defense is good. What's his name? Peterson.
Yeah, Dr. Peterson. Tyrann Mathieu.
Yeah. I like that.
All right, another division matchup. The Broncos with Jack Del Rio making his interim coach debut against San Diego Chargers. Who San Diego Chargers, man? Like San Diego, they've been playing solid football, but they cannot close the game. They remind me of how the Panthers were playing. When they would stay in the fight, but then they couldn't win the knockout blow.
And the Broncos coming off a bye week. I don't know. I just see.
This is gonna be tough. You know what? In my heart, I'm hoping that the Chargers can knock them off. But I'm
Why?
Because I don't want Denver just to walk into the playoffs. I want them to have to play.
You lost one game.
I don't know. This will be another one if they can lose, but I'm not picking them. Picking the Broncos. All right.
Cowboys and Saints.
Now, last week, I was just blessed, right? Panthers beat the Falcons. Then the Saints lost to the Jets. That 2-game gap got turned into a 1-game gap. I know lightning don't strike twice in the same place, but you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of hoping it happens. I'm hoping that Carolina can get this win against the 49ers. And you know what? I hate the Cowboys. I am not a Cowboys fan. I don't like nothing about them. That's the team that I guess I hate the Patriots a little bit more.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm going to pick the Cowboys here. And I'm thinking that the Cowboys can get this done, even though they're on the road. The Cowboys play better when they're on the road.
I'm picking the Saints.
Okay.
I think in that dome, I just see Tony Romo doing something really dumb.
I'm hoping that it don't get to that point. I'm hoping that the defense will step up and pretty much control the game and not let the game be in the hands of Tony Romo. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping, and I'm saying, you
never know. I mean, they're a good team now.
Yeah,
You can't take that away from that.
No. And then our last game, our Monday night game, we'll see the Miami Dolphins minus Richie Incognito and Jonathan Martin versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm gonna tell you, Tampa gonna get their first win here because I'm telling you, they went blow and they went blow for blow with Seattle.
And if they come out of the gate like they did with Seattle, the Dolphins can't catch up that way.
No.
Seattle's offense is a lot more explosive. They can catch up.
Yes.
The Dolphins' offense is not explosive. Mm-hmm. If they get up to them 21-zip, the game is over.
The game is over. If they can do what they did last week, I'm telling you, they can seal this one up. This week, I'm picking the Buccaneers.
I'm picking the Buccaneers.
All right. So there you go, folks. That is let me check the right one this time. Oh, yeah. So that's our show for the week. What was I want? It was something I wanted to say. Oh, yeah. JB got something special planned for you guys tomorrow night on TeamBoydTV Live. It should be hilarious. I don't want to give it away. You got to tune into the show to see it. We will be joined by our good buddy Glass. We'll be diving into some stuff. We'll talk to Glass about his Denver Broncos and the John Fox Jack Del Rio situation. Me and the fellas will get together and we'll talk a little bit more about this Dolphins situation and that kind of thing. Oh, and I don't know if you saw this or not. Last week, Glass and Brandon with Get With Sports, they were doing their picks and stuff. Right then, all last season, we're doing the off season. We was on Glass's show, and they were bombarding me, like getting all on my case about this Colin Kaepernick, Alex Smith situation. Glass's buddy Brandon, and you know what? I meant to make a little. I would have it for tomorrow night. So I'm gonna make a nice little tribute video. He came on that show live last week, and he said exactly what I had been saying all summer long, and Glass couldn't believe it. He could not believe it about Alex Smith and how he should still be playing as a quarterback. And I'm gonna tell you what he said that I thought was really, really crazy. He said the same thing I said. He said that if Alex Smith had played in the Super Bowl, the 49ers would have won. And I said that.
You think so?
Yeah, I really believe that. But that's one of them, woulda, coulda, shoulda, if, ands, and buts. It's one of them hindsight type of thing.
So you brought that point out because he said what you said?
Yeah, because because Glass and JB and The Voice and Football Guru and James Carter and Ezra Ice Cream and Dave from Waco Football, they all thought I was crazy when I said that during the summer. And now, Glass's homeboy, who we tight with, said the same exact thing. And I'm gonna get Glass so much hell about it tomorrow night. I really am. Anyway, that is gonna be our show for this week. Oh, what do you got for them on? Because we talked about the Dolphins thing a little bit. And I know you was torn between doing your Manning expose and your Dolphins thing. What you got playing this week?
I think I'm gonna do the Manning versus Manning.
Okay.
I think we beat the incognito story to death, and there's more to come.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna do the Manning versus Manning on the next NFL thing.
Should be good. I'm looking forward to that. Cool. Should be awesome. All right, man. That's us. We are out for this week. I'm your boy Big Q.
And I'm Bernie B.
We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace.